Hi everyone, good morning. So today this session related to the Azure Solution Architect training demo. So before I start the session, I would like to explain about our organization Mind Magics. So Mind Magics, we have 10 plus years of experience trainers, and we have that 110 plus reputed corporates around the globe. We have 9 plus years of experience serving in the e-learning industry. Around 450K plus professionals have got trained and certified. We provide the industry ready active certification based curriculum, and we teach 500 plus technologies all over the globe. We provide the trainings and self based videos as well. This is about our organization's mind magics. Now, I'm going to explain about myself. I have around 12 plus of years of experience in the IT industry. Present, I am working as a leading consultant in the one of the big organizations. I have 5 years of IT experience in teaching. I provided the corporate training, and I provided the materials, and I provided the user end support, and also I have implemented the couple of projects. So I have given the some of the corporate companies as a corporate trainer, and I worked as a senior consultant for the some of the leading projects. This is about myself. Now, so for this solution architect, today's agenda we are going to discuss about the virtual networking. In this virtual networking means how the resource are we can utilize in the networking based in the cloud environment. In this agenda we will discuss about the what is the course details and how the network configuration resources utilized in the cloud environment, and what is the Azure DNS, and how we can create the virtual networking using the portal, and how we can create the subnet creation using the portal, and also we can discuss about the creation of the virtual networking and subnetting by using the PowerShells and Azure CLI. And also, we are going to discuss about the VNet peering, how we can connect the different VNets together into the single VNet hub, and also we can connect to the each other in the different subnets and the same subnets. So we can use to connect by using the portal, and we can discuss about the how we can create the same thing by using the PowerShell and the command line interface. This is the today's agenda I am going to explain about. So first of all, so what are the resources we are going to use for the networking configuration? So networking in the cloud environment we can use for the resource for the Azure VMs and connection between the different routers and different switches in the Azure cloud environment. So these are the resources how we can connect each other. This is about the network configuration. And so again, Azure DNS. DNS means you can name it as domain name server and domain name resolution as well. It resolve the IP address to friendly name to IP address. So there are two types of Azure DNSs are there. So the two types, one is the Azure hosted provided DNS, or we can configure the custom domain as well. So these are the Azure DNSs we are going to explain in detail. And the other one is the how we can connect the virtual networking using the portal. Now this is my portal. This is my Azure portal. So we can open with the Azure portal by using the portal.azure.com. Once we open the portal.azure.com, it this prompts for the authentications. We need to provide our authentication details. So where we subscribe this Azure. So I'm using my personal email ID for the subscription, and I have already subscribed as a pay as you go. So once you log into the portal azure.com, you can display the different kinds of resources. As we discussed tomorrow about the virtual networking, we can connect through in the visual virtual networking as well, or else if you can click the resources, and if you can type here virtual networking. So virtual network. It displays the details of the resources. Now I click the virtual networking. This is the virtual networking. So once we are trying to create the virtual networking, this is the options we will get. This is the create the virtual network. Once you click the virtual network portal, the resources, it displays the first option as the subscription. What is the subscription levels you have? And we need to provide the resource group. Resource group means all of the resources so combined into the one group, that is called the resource. Different resources, either subnet, vnet, vms, or different storage and everything, we can group it together and we can utilize. This is the resource group. So I have already created the resource group, so I am selecting that resource group, and we are going to name it as the, what is the name of this virtual network? I am specifying the name of vnet and the region. So this is the different kinds of regions are there. So these regions we selected based on our requirement, based on our near to the environment, based on the locations. So as I'm saying that one, so and also we can see based on the locations the prices will also be vary. So you need to be considered about the prices and the speed and the latency, everything before you configure the networking. Now I am selecting for this testing purpose, I am selecting for the US East. That's it. Now I am going to create it. Next we need to specify the IP addresses. IP addresses range, this is called the CIDR notation. CIDR means stands for cashless intra domain routing. Intra routing, intra routing, intra domain routing, this is called the CIDR. Here we can use it. This is, as you know, I am utilizing this octa bit, where you have the off of the configuration is for the networking, off of the configuration for the host. So we can going to discuss in detail when we are into the so actual sessions. As this is the demo, so as we don't have the particular time, I am going to continue this one. I am giving for the address space this one. So we can already automatically by default it has the number. So as we have to learn, I am deleting this one, I am using the old one. Okay, so I am removing this subnet, I am creating this one, and I am creating the new subnet. Once you click the subnet, it is going to be the option name. The name of this subnet, I am specifying it as the subnet 1. Under the subnet, I am specifying the CIDR notations, the same thing, 10.0.0.0 by 24. Okay, now this is, so in detail for this NAT gateway and the service point, we can explain in details when we are going to the actual sessions. So add the subnet, add it. So I have added the subnet. Now I have the virtual networking and the virtual networking. I have added it. Now I am going to create. Once you click the review and create, you can see the virtual networking, so where it displays the validation play. So it displays before it create the virtual networking, it displays the validation. Once it's validated, you need to click, and so now it displays about the all notifications, what is the processing is happening, whether it is creating or draining, everything we will get the notification here. So the process is going on. Now the virtual network has been created. This is the way we can create the virtual networking. And also we can create the virtual networking by using the PowerShell as well. So by explaining all these details, it takes a lot of time, though I will show you the slides about to how we are going to create the, okay, so we can create the by using the PowerShell the same like as well. So once if you want to create the PowerShells, either you can download the, you can download the Azure management shell. So Otherwise, you can use the Cloud Shell here. So by using this Cloud Shell, we should have to create the storage account. So by once we create the storage, it displays. So if we don't have the storage account, it does not display anything. So it asks us to please create the storage account for this one. See here, I don't have any storage account. Once I created the storage account, it displays the cloud shell about the. We can use the CLI commands or PowerShell commands. By using the CLI commands, we can create the same virtual networking. By using the PowerShell commands, we can create the virtual network. So this is about the today's agenda, and also we can configure the peering network. So by using the peering network, once we created this one, this is this one. Once we open, I'm going to close this one. So we have the options here, the peering. Peering means if we have the two more, at present we don't have anything. If we have the two or more virtual networking, we can peer and we can so connect each other. That means one VNet resources can utilize the another VNet resources, and another VNet resources we can utilize the one VNet resources. This is we can connect like the way we can connect the couple of the VNets in the single connecting by using the gateway as well. So this is so actually once we are going into the explanations, we can display, we can explain in detail. So this is about the today's agenda, as I explained about the VNets, VNet peerings, and how we can create the VNet by using the portal, and VNet using the VNet using the we can create by using the PowerShell and CLI command as well. Now coming to the next slide. So in this course, we explain about the management tools. Management tools, virtual networking. What is the management tools? So what are the tools we are going to use for to run or use our resources, and what is the requirement of our business environment? So what are the particular tools we need to require to run the business smoothly and healthy, and what are the different kinds of tools we are utilizing? So everything we will explain on the management tools. As I discussed about the virtual networking, we can explain about the in the virtual networking. We can discuss about the networking configurations and networking peering and how to create the subnets. And so by using the portal, PowerShell, and CLI commands. The next course we are going to discuss. So we will discuss about the Azure storage accounts. In the Azure storage accounts, in this, so storing your data in the Azure cloud provides quick access to authorized apps and users from anywhere in the world. So while maintaining multiple copies of the data, in this course, so we are going to teach the deploy and manage the Azure storage accounts. So in this course, you will start by creating the storage accounts using the portal, CLI, and PowerShell as well. And the other course is storage account content management. This is to gain the benefit of the cloud stored data. You must know how to use the appropriate tools to access the cloud storage in a secured manner. In this course, you will explore various methods of uploading and managing storage accounts, blobs, as well as enabling security and high availability. You will start by examining how to upload blobs to a storage account using the portal, CLI, and PowerShell. And coming to the Azure files, so you can provide the secured access to the shared folders in the cloud using the Azure files. In this course, you will explore Azure files configuration and connectivity. So we will start by learning how to configure an Azure file share using the portal, CLI, the same like as the PowerShell. The next one, deploying Azure database solutions. You know how much important is the database in the cloud environment and every. In this course, the actual Azure provide managed database solutions, which means technicians can focus on the database solutions and not the underlying setup. In this course, so we will teach you about the NoSQL and SQL solutions available in Azure. The next one is the securing Azure networks. So securing Azure resource at the network level is the critical in protecting digital assets and remaining compliant with regulations. In this course, we will so you can learn about the secure Azure networkings using the firewall rules and the Bastion Bastion host. We will also start by examine how to create the network security groups using the portal, CLI, and the PowerShell. So, and the other one is the deploying and how to manage the VMs. VM is the resources because virtual machines provide the underlying compute power for Azure workloads. So, knowing how to securely and efficiently we are managing the VMs, so the best interest of the cloud customers. In this course, you will learn how to explore, how to deploy, how to connect, and how to manage the VMs. And we will teach you about how to create the VMs by using the Windows VMs and the Linux VMs using the portal, PowerShell, and CLI. The next, Azure, managing Azure AD. So Azure AD means Azure Active Directory. This Azure Active Directory provides centralized identity services that allow secure authentication and authorizations to use Azure and Office 365 resources. In this course, so you can learn how to manage the Azure AD users and the security options. So we will start by examining how to deploy a new Azure AD tenant and navigate between the tenants. Next, in this course, you can learn about the verification methods, portals, CLI, and PowerShell as well. And the next topic, as we can say, the Azure AD Connect. Azure AD allows the continued use of the on-premises Active Directory account authentication throughout the AD Connect. So in this course, you will learn how to use the AD Connect to link the Azure AD with an on-premises AD environment. So you will start by we will start by examining how to configure the custom domain for an Azure AD domain, Azure AD tenant. So you will then learn how to download, install, and configure the Azure AD Connect agent on an on-premises domain servers. The next one is Azure AD devices and groups. How we are going to manage. Azure AD groups facilitates permissions management when registering devices with Azure AD and allow Azure AD user authentications on those devices. In this course, you will learn about the groups, devices, and licenses. So the next one is the Azure Web Applications. So Azure App Service provide a simple way to host web applications with minimal features. In this course, you will learn about running web apps, including containerized applications. So that means the contain. So if you have the contents in Azure applications, so we can explain that one as well. So in this course, we will start to deploy the app service plans and app service web app using the portal and Microsoft Visual Studio. And coming to the web app availability and security course, so this Microsoft Azure provides tools that allow you to ensure the security and high availability of the Azure workloads. In this course, you will explore methods of improving the performance, security, and availability of the Azure web apps. The, the other one is the automating Azure administrative tasks. In this course, actually, automation means it provides using cloud services the most efficient manner possible to increase the productivity and reduce the cost of our environment. In this course, you learn about the various methods of the automation. The next one is business continuity. Business continuity methods are what are the numerous methods we are going to increase to provide the business continuity during the disruptions in situations as well. That means if you have any disaster situations, and if there is any uh, if there is any downtime so situations, so we can use the recovery services and different kinds of keys and different kinds of walls to make our business continuously. This is about the business continuity plan. And the other course we are going to discuss, we are going to explain about the Azure resource government. It is very important to know how to secure the management and configuration of the Azure resources through RBAC and policies. So in this course we will explain about how to work with the RBAC and policy management. So you can learn how to create the RBAC roles using the portal, CLI and PowerShell. So, and also the next course for the migrating Azure. So now what are the various methods we can use to migrate the Azure to on premises, and we can use the what are the different tools we can use it to connect between, to migrate the on premises environment resources to Azure cloud. So in this course we will teach up the what are the various tools are there, and how we can configure by using the different types of the methods like PowerShell, Portal, and CLI. The last one is monitoring Azure. This is the very important factor to make the our environment sustain and everything is clean and perfect. We need to be monitored. So monitoring Azure resource is the crucial for optimizing resource utilization, reducing cost, and enhancing the organizational security posture. In this course you can learn about the individual resources as well as working with the centralized monitor. This is about the our curriculum. So coming to the next point in the curriculum, same as we discussed everything, we will explain about the this Azure solution architect, and also this is course is related to for the Azure 303 solution architect expert certification based training we provided. So this course duration is 40 hours and everything. So if you have any details and anything if you want to discuss with them, you can discuss with the Mind Magics. And you can reach them at any time for the other details, for the duration details and time details and fees details. Fees details. The next one is, so how much growing into the market in the Azure resource Azure solutions. So Microsoft Cloud for offers a mind-bending range of cloud-based apps and services. It's provide a lot of sources we can utilize it in a lot of services. So actually there are different kinds of cloud service providers are there. The first one in the present marketing is running in the first one is the AWS, but slowly the Azure solution, so Azure cloud services are occupying the marketing, and it so we increased very fast. It's increased very fast and drastically, and now she is growing a market around it. Now it is the in the competitive world, now this is in the second fast growing ISP, so cloud service provider in the world. So they are providing, so why, so most of the persons now they are moving into the Azure service cloud services, means so they have the lot of features, and also for the cost wise and also SLA wise, most of the people, most of the organizations and individuals also they are preferring the Azure cloud service in the market. So this is about, so and if we can talk about that, in the Azure we they have around 140 countries, they have the all over the global regions, they have the data centers. And also they are slow, they are increasing most of the everywhere, they are providing the data centers to reduce the latency and provide the most of the resources. And the career wise, if you can choose for the Azure solution, or if you can choose the Azure services, so you have a lot of chances to get the uh, jobs in this world. So not only for the solution architect as administrators and also database, every each service has the different kinds of the roles are available. So you can get easily into the job if you can choose for this solution architect training. So once you completed this training, you have can get a chance to for these Azure 304, Azure Architect Design Certification and Azure Architect Technology certifications. So you can get it, and also you can get it as the Azure Administration certifications as well. So once you completed this course in our Mind Magics, so you get the achievement of the certificate for the Mind Magics. This is the certificate of our Mind Magics. And as I explained, each and everything I explained for the curriculum details. So I hope that one you can understand what are we are going to teach everything about this. For if you can take the some random topics of this one, storage account. So what are the what are the levels of the access we can provide it, what are the shared signatures and everything we can learn in this course. Content management, and also how we can utilize the VMs, how we can compute the resources, and also how we are going to manage the Azure Active Directory, and so how we can use the blobs and Azure files, and how what are the different tools and what are the different methods we are going to use for the database solutions. We can learn it, and how we can make the business to make healthy and then continuously what are the methods we are going to use to continue this. And for our mathematics, already we have completed two trainings for the corporate environment recently in Bangalore. So I have delivered the solution architect training for the Cognizant in Bangalore recently, one of the in recently, and also I have done the second project, the Microland. I have we have provided the training for the 303 and 304 and 103 Azure Administrator training for the 13 candidates for 40 hours in Bangalore. This is the projects recently we completed from our Mind Magic. So once the persons who should want to complete this, learn this course, the person should have the experience in the out of so who should have the knowledge of the IT operations, including they should have the knowledge of the networking, virtualization. So what is the authentications and identity management and security. So if the person should have the advanced experience level for these business continuity disaster recovery planning, it is very easy to learn this solution architect and certifications. If nothing, we don't need any separate configuration for this Azure solution architect. The persons who should have the internet speed, and so internet, the client should be Windows 10, and where if he can subscribe the Azure environment, so Azure is cloud services, then he can utilize and he can use the resources, and he can configure the environment based on the our curriculum. These are the external resources. The next slide, these are the external resources where you can find all the details in detail, in depth about the solution architect training details, solution architect tutorial, and you can get a lot of the information and documents about the solution architect. These are the additional core resources. Please look into that one. Look into this one, and so try to grasp as much as you can. Though these are the different kinds of interviews when you completed this course, when you attend into the any organizations, these questions may can arise during the interview. These questions they can ask is what is the traffic manager and injection attack, Azure functions, everything we are going to learn after complete this course. So this is the demo session about our in Mind Magics training sessions. So if you have any doubts about regarding this subject, course training and resource allocation, please feel free to drop your query to info@mindmagics.com. So we are always available to provide the to clear the doubts regarding the subject and the fees details and everything. Thank you so much for your time and patience to give me the opportunity to tell about the demo session about the Azure Solution Architect. Thank you, guys.